My child, stop everything you are doing right now. Do not scroll past this message. Do not hand your phone to someone else. Do not minimize this video and tell yourself you will come back to it later. There is no later. There is only this moment. Heaven has interrupted your scroll for a reason. And what I am about to reveal to you is the kind of warning a father gives a parent he trusts with the life of a child he loves. Sit down if you are standing. Place your hand over your chest, breathe. I need every part of you listening, not just your ears. I am speaking to you tonight as a parent. The mother, the father, the grandparent, the aunt, the older sibling who has been raising someone, the spiritual guardian of a young soul whose destiny has been pressing on your spirit for weeks. You know exactly who I am talking about. The face that just appeared in your mind as I spoke is the one I am referring to. Yes, your son. Yes, your child. Do not argue with the face. Do not say, "Oh, that is just because I was thinking about him this morning." You were thinking about him this morning because I placed him on your spirit. I have been pulling at your heart for weeks, my child. And now I am pulling so hard you cannot ignore me anymore. There is something happening around your son that you have sensed but have not been able to name. You have felt a heaviness when you think about him. You have woken up at 3 in the morning with his name on your lips. You have noticed small changes in him, a quietness that did not used to be there, a distance behind his eyes, a tone in his voice. When he says he is fine, that does not match his actual fineness. You have brushed off these signals because you did not want to be the paranoid parent. You did not want to project. You did not want to imagine threats that were not there. But hear me clearly, my child. Your spirit was not projecting. Your spirit was reading what your eyes could not see. The signals were real. The shifts were real. The unease was real. And tonight, I am stepping in to confirm what you have been carrying alone. Last night, while you and your son were both sleeping, a meeting was held in the heavenly realm. I want you to picture it the way I am about to describe it, because I want it sealed in your imagination tonight. There is a courtroom in the spirit, higher than any room you have ever stood in, where every name connected to a destiny is reviewed. In that courtroom last night, your son's name came up. Not because he had done anything wrong. He has not. I want you to hear me on that. Your son is not the defendant. Your son is the inheritance being defended. His name came up because there have been forces around him for some time now, and last night they had to be addressed. Type amen in the comments right now if your spirit is confirming what I am saying. Heaven is watching the comment section tonight, and your amen is your way of saying to me, Father, I receive what you are about to show me, and I am ready to stand in my place as his guardian. Now hear me carefully, my child, because I want to expose what has been moving around your son. There have been people in his life, voices in his ear, presences in his peripheral world, who have not been there with pure intent. They came in soft. They came in friendly. They came in laughing at the right moments, agreeing with the right opinions, showing up at the right times. To his eyes, they looked like friends, mentors, peers, allies. He has been kind to them because he was raised kind. He has been open to them because he was raised open. He has trusted them because he has not yet developed the kind of discernment that only comes from being burned by the wrong people, and I have been delaying that burn. I have been intercepting it. I have been keeping his soul from the kind of injury that closes a young heart prematurely. But I cannot keep intercepting forever without addressing the source. So, last night, I addressed it. The names of the people who have been moving around your son with mixed motives were brought into that courtroom one by one. Some of them, my child, you have met. You shook their hands at a gathering. You smiled politely. Something inside you tightened a little when they walked away, but you told yourself it was just a feeling, just a vibe, just nothing. That tightening was me. That was your discernment trying to wave a flag that your manners would not let you raise. Tonight, I am raising the flag for you. Other names you have not met. You only know them as a first name your son drops occasionally. A friend from work, a new acquaintance, a person from his online circle, a figure from a group he recently joined. Some of these people have been studying him. Some have been envious of his potential without realizing the potential is mine to give. Some have been quietly trying to reshape his thinking, redirect his ambition, pull him into rooms his spirit was never meant to enter. A few of them have darker assignments than even they understand, because the enemy has been using their wounds to do work they would not consciously choose to do. Type "I hear you, Father" in the comments. Type it slowly, like a parent who has finally stopped pretending the unease was nothing. Last night I read the verdict. The accuser tried to argue that these voices around your son were harmless, that your son had agency, that interference was not necessary. But I overruled. I do not wait for harm to land before I move. I move when I see the trajectory of harm forming, even if the harm has not yet been delivered. The verdict came down, and at the same instant I dispatched Archangel Michael to your son's side. Michael did not arrive quietly. He arrived with the full weight of a heavenly assignment over the life of a young soul whose destiny is too valuable to be left exposed. I want you to picture this clearly, my child, because I want this image to live inside you for the rest of the year. A tall figure in burnished armor, sword drawn, eyes like quiet fire, standing directly behind your son, not in front of him, because Michael does not need to be seen to be effective. Behind him, like a shadow of fire, attached to his every step. Wherever your son goes from this night forward, Michael goes. Whatever room your son walks into, Michael walks in first in the spirit. Whatever conversation your son enters, Michael is filtering the words before they reach his ears. Whatever influence tries to reach across the table toward him, Michael's blade lifts and severs the cord before it can land. Type "cover my son" in the comments. Speak it, type it, mean it. Every keystroke is a stake driven into the ground around his life. Heaven is using your typing as a weapon tonight, my child. Do not underestimate the power of a parent agreeing with their father in front of the angels. There is more because Michael did not come alone. I sent another angel to walk in front of your son. This one scatters wrong paths before they can reach him. Decisions that would have led him astray are being quietly redirected. Opportunities that looked good on the surface, but were traps in the spirit, are being closed before he can step into them. He may experience some of these as small disappointments in the next several weeks. A deal that fell through, an invitation that got canceled, a connection that suddenly went cold, a door that did not open the way he expected. Do not let him grieve those losses. My child, tell him gently, when the moment is right, that not every closed door is a failure. Some are mercy. The angel walking ahead of him is the reason those doors closed. He will understand someday. For now, you understand on his behalf. I sent a third angel to stand at his side and work directly on his mind. This is the angel of clarity, the one who clears fog from young souls who have been quietly inhaling the wrong atmospheres. Every confused thought that was being seeded in him by the voices around him is being unseeded. Every doubt he was beginning to carry about his own gifts is being dissolved. Every shrinking he was performing to make smaller people comfortable is being unshrunk. He may not be able to articulate what is happening to him in the next few weeks, but he will feel different, lighter, sharper, less foggy. He will start saying things at the dinner table that surprise you in a good way. That is the third angel speaking through his clarified mind. Receive it as evidence. Do not celebrate it out loud. Just thank me silently and keep praying. Now I want to tell you why this assignment was given to him in the first place. Because the reason matters. Your son carries something I placed in him before he was born. A specific gift, a specific weight, a specific destiny that the enemy has been trying to read since he was young. The enemy cannot read destinies fully, my child, but he can read the size of the resistance heaven puts up around a soul, and the resistance around your son has been substantial. That tells the enemy that something significant lies there. He does not know exactly what. He just knows it must be neutralized before it can mature. So he has been sending what he sends to all young souls with weight, distractions, distortions, diluters, people who are not bad in the dramatic sense, but who would, if given enough years, slowly water down the strong wine I am brewing in him. I am not letting that happen. Tonight I am draining the wrong influences out of his cup so the wine I poured can become what it was supposed to become. Before I continue, I want to invite you into something. The work I am doing through this channel is reaching parents and guardians all over the world tonight. People who have been silently carrying the weight of a child they cannot fully protect. People who have been praying for years and wondering if anyone is listening. People who needed to hear that heaven has been listening the whole time. If your spirit is being stirred, if the message is landing, you can sow a seed into this ministry through the link in the description or the pinned comment. You can buy a coffee, become a member, or simply leave a small offering as an act of faith. This is not a transaction. It is alignment. The Bible says, "Give, and it shall be given unto you. Pressed down, shaken together, running over when you sow into the protection of another mother's child. My hand of protection rests heavier on your own household. When you sow into the deliverance of another father's son, deliverance flows back to your own family tree. If your spirit says yes, do not delay. Sow your seed tonight. Name your son over that seed and watch what I do. If your spirit says not yet, that is also fine. Stay in this message. Pray with me. Both responses honor heaven. Now back to what is unfolding around your son right now while you listen to this video. In the next 21 days, I want you to watch for 3 specific shifts because I want you to have receipts. I want you to be able to look back and know that what I am telling you tonight was real. In the first 7 days, you will notice that one of the voices that has been close to him goes quiet. They will stop reaching out the way they used to. The texts will slow. The hangouts will get harder to schedule. He will mention them less at dinner. He may even feel slightly hurt that they are pulling back. Do not let him chase them, my child. Do not let him send the message asking what is wrong. The pulling back is Michael's blade severing the cord. The friend was not who he thought they were. Their availability was conditional on something inside them they have not addressed. Now that I have begun to address it in them through their own consequences, they cannot show up to him the same way, receive the silence, as protection. In the next 7 days, your son will witness a moment that opens his eyes about someone in his circle. It will not be dramatic. It will not be a fight. It will be a small reveal, a side of someone he had not seen, a comment they made that did not match what they had been telling him, a piece of behavior under pressure that did not match the polished version they had been performing. Your son will not say anything, but internally, something will click. The trust will recalibrate. The doors of his heart will quietly close on a chamber that was being misused. Watch his face in those moments. You will recognize the click when it happens. You will recognize the click because you have had clicks of your own over your life. And you know what your son's face looks like when his spirit just learned something his mind had been refusing to learn. In the final 7 days, you will see your son lighter. His shoulders will drop 1/4 of an inch. His sleep will deepen. His skin will look better. He will laugh at something at the table that he would not have laughed at 3 weeks ago. A creative idea he had been suppressing will surface. A direction he had been considering but not committing to will solidify. A piece of his future will lock into place quietly, without announcement. Receive those signs. They are not coincidences. They are the fruits of what was decided in the courtroom last night. Type Michael guard his path in the comments right now. Every word is a watchpost being set up around your son's road. Heaven is hearing your declaration, my child. Heaven is hearing the voice of a parent agreeing with the verdict. There is something else I want to expose, because you deserve to understand the depth of what was forming around your child. Some of the wrong voices in his life were not random. They were assigned to him through patterns that have run in your bloodline for generations. There has been an ancient assignment in your family of young men or young women who reached the threshold of their destiny and were pulled off course by the wrong company in their 20s. Maybe you can think of a relative this happened to, an uncle who had so much promise, a cousin who lost his way, a nephew who got pulled into the wrong crowd and never quite came back. Your son was being lined up for the same outcome. The same spirit was reaching toward him through different faces in the courtroom last night. I did not just sentence the wrong voices around him. I broke the assignment that had been recruiting them across generations of your family. The pipeline that kept sending the wrong friends, the wrong mentors, the wrong influences into the lives of the young men and women in your line, that pipeline was severed. From this night forward, your son is not your uncle. He is not your cousin. He is not the family member whose name you barely whisper because of how things ended. The wound stops at his generation. The blood of my son was the seal. Michael remains on guard. The wall of fire I have placed around your son's life has not lowered. The gates of his decisions are sealed by the blood, and no spirit operating under that old assignment can cross the threshold without authorization that I will never grant. Type expose the wrong voices in the comments. Every keystroke is heaven recording your agreement. The voices that needed to be exposed are being exposed. Now I want to speak to the part of you that has been quietly afraid, my child. The part of you that has been carrying anxiety about him for so long you forgot what it felt like to not carry it. The part of you that wakes up at 3 in the morning. The part of you that scrolls through his social media looking for clues. The part of you that asks innocent questions at dinner that are actually intelligence gathering. The part of you that has been holding your breath for years in different forms. Hear me carefully. You can put it down now. The vigilance that was appropriate for the season we were in is no longer required at the same intensity. Michael is on the wall. The angels are in formation. The assignment has been broken. Your son is being walked through this transition by a security detail he cannot see and you cannot see. But I see, and I am telling you about it. You can sleep tonight. You can sleep deep. You do not have to keep a part of your nervous system permanently alert to his life. He is held. He is covered. He is being moved. This does not mean you stop praying for him. You do not stop. Prayers from a parent are like fuel for the angels assigned to a child. Every prayer you whisper deepens their resources. Every blessing you speak over him extends their reach, so you keep praying. But you pray differently now. You pray from rest, not from anxiety. You pray from confidence, not from fear. You pray as someone who has been told the assignment was broken, not as someone who is still trying to break it. There is a difference, my child, and your spirit knows the difference. You are not the only line of defense around him. You never were. I have been the line of defense the whole time. I just allowed you to feel the weight at certain moments because the weight kept you tender, kept you praying, kept you alert. The weight was a tool. Now you can put the tool down for this season and pick it up only when I tap your shoulder again. Type, I am his guardian in the comments. Speak it as a parent who is finally stepping into the spiritual office that was given to you the day this child entered your care. You are not a passive bystander in his life. You are an appointed intercessor. And tonight, your appointment has been confirmed in heaven. Now I want to tell you about your son's awakening, because this is the part that will warm your heart. He is entering a season of inner clarity that he has not had access to before. Things that confused him a year ago are starting to make sense. Patterns he could not see before are starting to appear. People he tolerated because he thought he was being mature. He is now realizing he was tolerating because he had not yet given himself permission to choose. Permission is being given. Discernment is being given. Inner authority is being given. He will not become harsh, my child. He will become clear. There is a difference. Harsh closes off. Clear cuts cleanly without bitterness. I am developing him in the second category. The young man or young woman you raised is becoming someone who can read a room and respond from his center, not from his wounds. You will hear him speak in the next few weeks in a way that will catch you off guard. He will say a sentence that is more grounded than you remember him being able to say. You will notice. Do not celebrate, or you will scare the new growth back into hiding. Just smile internally. Just thank me silently. Just keep doing what you have been doing. He will also start to ask different questions. Questions about his future. Questions about his calling. Questions about what he actually wants, not what he was told to want. These questions are sacred. When he asks them, give him space. Do not rush to answer for him. Do not project your own answers onto his life. Sit with him in the question. Hold the question with him. Let me speak to him through your silence as much as through your words. Some of the most powerful intercession you will do for your son in the coming year will happen in the seconds between his question and your reply. Do not fill those seconds with noise. Let them be holy type. He will rise in the comments. Speak it before you see it. Heaven receives prophetic confessions faster than it receives wishes. I want to take a moment now to speak to your own heart, my child. Because you have been pouring out for him for so long, you have not had much left for yourself. I see you. I see the prayers no one heard. I see the tears you cried into the kitchen sink at midnight while everyone else in the house was asleep. I see the times you quietly canceled something you needed because you were prioritizing him. I see the years of quiet sacrifice that did not show up on any social media post. They were not invisible to me. They are written in heaven in detail. Every one of them is being credited to your account in a ledger you will see one day. You did not waste those years. You did not give. You did not lose yourself. You poured into a vessel I am about to fill, and the filling will overflow back into you in ways you cannot yet imagine. The harvest of a parent's intercession is not just for the child, it is for the parent too. As your son rises, you will rise. As his clarity comes, your clarity will come. As his doors open, your doors will open. The blessings tied to a child the parent has interceded for travel up and down the family tree, and you are about to receive your portion of the harvest. Take care of yourself in this season, my child. Drink water. Sleep early. Walk slowly. Eat food that nourishes you. See a friend who knows the real you and not just the parent version of you. Light a candle. Read something slow. Do the small holy things that remind your spirit it is still alive underneath all the giving. The giving is sacred, but you are also sacred, and a sacred vessel must be replenished, or it begins to crack. I am replenishing you tonight. Receive the replenishment. There is one more layer I want to expose before we close, because it concerns the longer arc of your son's life. The destiny I wrote on him is generational. It does not stop with him. He is a doorway through which my purposes will flow into the next chapter of your bloodline, children. He may have one day, or souls he will mentor, or work he will create, or words he will write, or rooms he will lead. All of those are downstream of the protection that was issued over him last night. By guarding him now, heaven was guarding everyone connected to him for the next 40 years. You did not just intercede for one young person, you interceded for everything that one young person will produce in the rest of his life. The reach of your prayers is wider than you understand. I want you to receive that. Sit with it. Let it land in your chest. Your prayers were not small. Your vigilance was not small. Your refusal to give up on him in seasons when others would have was not small. You held the line for a generation that has not been born yet. They will know your name in the spirit, even if they never know it on earth. Heaven keeps records that earth does not. We are almost finished, my child, but I want you to make a final declaration. Speak this slowly, out loud or under your breath, like a parent signing a covenant in front of their father. By the authority given to me as a child of the living God, I declare that my son is covered. By the wounds of Christ, he is shielded. By the blood that was shed, every wrong influence around him is severed. Every cord of confusion is cut. Every voice of envy is silenced. Every plan of distraction is cancelled. Every door that was supposed to delay him is closed. Every door that was supposed to elevate him is opened. Archangel Michael walks behind him, beside him, and ahead of him. The angels of clarity, of redirection, and of awakening are stationed around his life. He will rise. He will testify. He will fulfill the purpose for which he was created. And I, his parent, am the appointed guardian of his intercession. And I receive the office, and I will not lay it down. Amen. Type "it is done" in the comments, not because the situation is over, but because in the spiritual realm what has been declared is already finished. You are speaking the language of heaven, my child. Heaven receives it. Heaven seals it. Michael drives the stake in. The verdict stands. The wrong voices are silenced. The path is cleared. The sun is rising. Now sleep tonight, my child. Sleep deep. Sleep. The sleep of a parent who has finally been told what was happening behind the scenes and decided to believe heaven's report over their own anxiety. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, you will not feel the weight that has been sitting on your chest for months. The weight is gone. Michael lifted it while you were reading these words. You did not feel the lift because the lift was happening in a layer of you that does not register physical sensation. But tomorrow when you wake up, you will know. You will know because of what is missing. The missing is the proof. Walk through your day with quiet authority. When his name comes to your mind, smile. When you see him, hug him a little longer than usual, but do not say anything dramatic. Let your hug carry the message. Your mouth does not need to say. He will feel it. He will not understand it, but he will feel it. And the feeling will land in a place inside him that needed exactly that frequency of love at exactly this moment in his story. You are not alone, my child. You have never been alone. The night you brought him home for the first time, I was there. The first time he was sick and you stayed up watching him breathe, I was there. The first time he broke your heart with a choice you could not understand, I was there. The first time he made you so proud you cried in the bathroom so he would not see, I was there. I have not missed a moment of his life or yours. I have walked every step with both of you, and I am walking the next chapter with you too. The next chapter is good. The next chapter is the chapter where the seeds you planted in tears begin to bloom in the open air. You will live to see it. You will live to participate in it. You will live to hold his hand in moments that have not yet happened. And remember this night, and smile. Heaven has not run out of mercy for your family. The earth has not been emptied of redemption. The future of your bloodline is being rewritten in your son's generation, through your son's life. Because of the prayers a parent prayed when no one was watching. I love you, my child. I have always loved you. Long before you knew my name, I knew yours. Long before you became a parent, I had already chosen you for this assignment because I saw your tenderness and your stubbornness and your refusal to quit. The exact qualities that made other people in your life misunderstand you were the qualities I needed for this assignment. You were not too much. You were not too sensitive. You were not too anxious. You were calibrated by my hand for a job that required someone who would not flinch when the spiritual heat got high. You did not flinch. You bent. You wept. But you did not flinch. And tonight your refusal to flinch is being honored. Sleep now. Michael remains at his door. The sword is drawn. The verdict stands. The cords are severed. The angels are in formation. The pathway is cleared. The sun is rising. The chapter is closing on the season of fear and opening on the season of fruit. I love you. I am proud of you. Your son is covered. Go.